The draft environmental impact statement regarding the proposed Trident Naval Base Kitsap Bangor Explosive Handling Wharf is wholly inadequate because it doesn't consider the environmental impact of accidental or purposeful detonation of the Trident nuclear and/or conventional explosives for which the wharf is designed.
The effect of constantly working with missile motor fuel and live nuclear material on this wharf over the years, when we are in an area where a 9.0 earthquake is likely, doesn't make sense. We have to remedy that mistake. The decision to put the Tridents at Bangor is a mistake that needs to be remedied.
I have great respect for Navy professionalism. We absolutely rely on your professionalism with these horrible weapons that you are assigned to service and to protect, to keep them safe. You know about the accident in 2003. These sorts of things put all of us in the local community at potential risk.
The Navy's failed to address the safety risks of increased explosive handling activity at the site and the additional potential for accidents while moving nuclear missiles from submarines, loading them onto trucks, and transporting them to and from the shore. The rocket propellant on a single Trident is way too dangerous for us to take this risk.
How are you going to take care of the nuclear waste out of your current Tridents? Where are you going to dispose of them? Are you going to truck them to Hanford where they don't know what to do with it either? So start working on that in your environmental impact statements. Where are you going to store all this nuclear waste when you finally figure out that maybe the Trident is obsolete and should be dismantled?
What I'd like to say is the draft EIS, which is supposed to be an open record, does not provide enough information for meaningful discussion. We're expected to accept the Navy's need without ever knowing the issues involved. I'm going to, I'll just hold it up briefly. This is actually what, this is an arc map for the explosive handling wharf. This actually has the second arc on it for the second wharf. This was given to me, some years ago, 8 years ago or so. But we can't talk about it now. This is another arc map. This is where, when they first upgraded to D5, they moved a building to be out of that area. This is the type of thing that should be discussed. Thank you.
I would say to you that an explosive handling wharf, by the very name, speaks of something unthinkable. And two kinds of explosives, at least, will be there when the workers are working on those wharfs. The wharf we now have and the wharf that is in the planning stages. The nuclear missile motor, the missile motor explosive, as well as the nuclear explosive. I believe, and I have no proof of this, that if there was an explosion of the missile motor propellant, it could set off a nuclear weapon, the heat. A missile motor propellant is a very strong explosive. I do know that. The dangers are enormous, and we're talking about doing more of it. So I will say to you that I was here in the water to stop the first Trident submarine, the Ohio, when I was 45 years old. I am now 73, and I will spend the rest of my life being impacted by this weapon system and by the nuclear weapon and nuclear technology in general, because that's what you have asked of me. I beg you to reconsider, and I beg every one of you to take that message and the message you've heard here tonight out to the world. Thank you very much.